kind of anyway, kind of weird thought process. I was looking at this right here. This seemed weird. I went down a little rabbit hole. The reoccurring here is to me did not seem right. And I actually went through and decoded a little bit of this stuff. Now, yes, I am on YouTube. I did go look at this. And I do have a lot of stuff open. Like, I brought all this, turned it all into this, put it all into binary, putting into things, plopped it all in here, sorry, flashbang. And all these like other symbols I feel like are garbled and or just filler symbols. Because something that makes sense to me is I put it over here in a docs, in Google Docs, whatever. And in a simplified manner, this kind of explains the illuminate. So, start of heading, during the First Galactic War, so the First Galactic War, we met the illuminate. Oh, if you're wondering, maybe I should show you how I got, like, the certain things I did. Um, these boxes here are where I got them from. So, like, here, I will take the ones that I did get it from, so we'll get rid of the ones that I don't need. Give me just a second. Oh, we don't want to delete that one. We want to delete that one and then the rest. These three codes right here. And look, I won't even make you guys search them up yourself. I will do that for you guys. Basically, number one is your, like I said, the sequence, blah, blah, blah. It is, you gotta search it up like that. Corresponds to start of heading. Where do we look? Start of heading. Your, look, I'll even take these, actually go put them over here as well. And then shift out. So we met the Illuminate during the first Galactic War and Helldivers, and well, in my what lore standpoint, whatever from that is basically we met them with hostility, and they were okay with being peaceful, but we weren't. Don't mind my spelling. So, in turn, they they shifted out of the galactic area that we can see and use. See and crap, I forgot what the name of it was. Liberate. And we're gonna put that in quotation marks. And because of our, and it was all, it was all because of our negative acknowledgement or NAT, which I forgot to put down. I will be bringing the codes over here in a second, and I just really don't feel like doing this. But in my opinion, that summarizes it really well. Here, let's go grab the code very quickly and just kind of go pop them over and so I can show you where my mathing came from. Like, I just feel like it's weird. I did this earlier. You showed me that that was what it was. Oh, yes, AI mode. I like keeping the AI mode because it tells you what it is, kind of. The shipped out process, the SO. So not, which kind of sounds like something that they would say. Sasonak. As, jeez, that's huge. That's what she said. Joke goes there. If you want to add one, but either way, yeah. I mean, I'm physically showing you where I'm getting my code from. Like, genuinely, like, this is that weird hyphen hyphen X right here, another hyphen hyphen X, another hyphen hyphen X, and then we've got our 41, which is our code. Our, I believe it's our other, I really wish I didn't. We're just gonna go back on this. Like, if we look at it, we have our hyphen hyphen, can't space, hyphen hyphen X, and then we have our first letter here, which is 1. And then we do the rest. It's S quotation, then hyphen hyphen X. And then we have this one over here, which is, this is the box right here, and then this is the other box right here. Which are weird. Like, even just looking at this, they're weird. They're not over 40. They're the only numbers not over 45 as well. Well, except for 41 here. They're the only numbers not over 40. Only numbers. The rest of them are over 40. That seems like not such a clear coincidence to me, at least with me knowing a bit about coding and stuff. That does not seem like clear. Sorry, flashbang. Um, that doesn't seem like a very, very uncommon thing. But I mean, like, we can go over here and we can just be like, oh, hey, what letter is this? And this is the third one. This one's the third one. Like, what is this one? It's negative acknowledgement. Okay. I mean, if you think about it from the Illuminate's perspective, and I'm doing this with a non-bias, I love the game, and I will always be like, yeah, go after them and whatnot. This is just my more curious side being like, oh, hey, what about this? And there has to be lore. I mean, everything in that game is canon, right? So, I mean, start of heading, shift out, negative acknowledgement. To me, that sounds like a lot of, um, think about it. If you start a war in real life, the start of the war is we we got mad at someone, let's say. That's the start of that heading. And the heading is a terminology in this point, as instead of a typing heading, it's a we're just seeing its ugly head, like it's just rearing its ugly head of like war. And we met them with hostility, and but they could have been peaceful. And because that we were not peaceful, they let us have what we wanted, and they shifted out of that area. And but in turn, they were still pissed at us because we took their homeland, we took what was theirs. And really, if anyone out there, if you buy something, you get mad at someone for taking it, right? And if you don't, okay, whatever. That's just kind of weird to me, and probably a lot of other people. But everyone would, unless it was physically given to you, if you took it without permission, it tends to have a negative outcome. That is why it's called theft, stealing, stuff like that. As a negative acknowledgement with what you have done. So, start of heading, war. They shifted out of the war because they didn't want to be a part of it anymore. But now they're pissed because they had this homeland, and 100 years ago, their history books would have said something like, "This is what happened 100 years ago. These people are not nice. Do not mess with these people." And let's say you're 100 years ago. Let's put this into random perspective. A country fought a country, and this country annexed this country. And now the people who are in this annexed country, or the people who have moved out of that annexed country to a different area where the other country could keep that land. You know what? Let's put this into better perspective. Ukraine and Russia. Okay, Ukraine left Russia. Well, Prussia at the time. Sorry. Let me get my history a little bit more correct. Ukraine left Prussia, and with all that happening, Russia probably blamed us as the bad guys as NATO for Ukraine leaving, as we kind of saw, we are seeing. So they went in and wanted their land back. So they attacked back because of history. Mm, From what I'm seeing, this is exactly what the illuminate are doing. Now, are they communist? Are they doing capitalism? Are they socialist? We don't know. We just say they are. Well, we're saying they're not democratic. And it is basically just straight heresy. Because of how it is in that game. But yeah, it's kind of a weird lower standpoint now. Especially for me. Because no one sent me this. I just was going through a lot of things and I saw this on one of my feeds and I was just like, you know what, let's check this out. I want to know I see this little red bar down here. That's gotta be something. So my little curious brain decided, hey, let's try it. Let's see what happens if we spread it all out. And three boxes that don't seem right at all in that code. And I get SOH, SO, and NET. If you really summarize the Illuminate down, start of heading, start of the war, shift out, they shifted out of the Galactic War, and then negative acknowledgement. 100 years later, what are they going to have towards us? We basically stole their land from them. Not saying that they're right in fighting back. Again, lore standpoints, and again, standing from an unopinionated area. If I wanted to be opinionated outside with the helldivers, I'd be like, we took that land fair and square. You, we, we need the land. It's for our safety. It's for us, you know. But from their standpoint, it's gonna be like they stole our land from us. we were willing to be peaceful and let you have your area, and as long as you let us have a few worlds. But no, you came in and you attacked us. Blah blah blah. I mean, people can get mad at me for being like this. I love Helldivers. I love playing the game. I love getting into that role playing of that game too. But I also like to take a step back and look at the lore of the game too, because it just has that. I'm gonna quote Matt Pat here. It has lore. It's there. Everything you do is canon. Why? Because it is war. What isn't canon in war? Seriously. I mean, my grandpa went to Vietnam. I've talked with him about it a little bit. I'm not going to share the details. But, I mean, first-hand account of what happens there. That's a canon event. Fully. Think about that. Every single person who dies in war, every single person who is KIA, MIA, found, or came home, it is all canon, especially in war. And I think that's what the devs really wanted to go with here. And I really, really hope that they spread the lore out even more. Like, a lot of people were curious about that, like, a while back when the Illuminate first came out. And I don't know if someone else has already found this or not. Who knows? I might be the first person who thought of this and was like, hey, I see a correlation. I see something that can work here. Who knows? I might just be spitting crap out my butt and messing up the entire lore area or lore of this game entirely. But to me, this makes sense for the Illuminate. The Terminids are a hive mind of sorts. So it's kind of one of those, like, we kind of bred them for fuel. We used them for fuel. And then the bots are the bots. I do not want to get into the lore about the bots, nor anything about the bots. I have a high dislike towards those. And I will gladly go in and keep doing bot missions. Even though, and that is, mm. But the Illuminate missions is, they're coming back and they're fighting back because what we did. It is they tried to be the bigger person, but they're done with it. They're done trying with us. So now instead of seeing us as a potential ally, they see us as they see us as someone or something that threatens their livelihood. And so now they are basically enforcing their military might as much as possible, like they have it for the mm, more accurate in-game representation of 100 years to do this. That's what they're doing. But yeah, I didn't think I was gonna even get into doing lore stuff, but lore's awesome. I I want game theory to do something lore based on Helldivers. And man, do I want Matt Cat to at least join in on it. 'Cause I think that'd be such a callback to childhood for me. Because I remember watching him as I grew up. I, for reference, I'm an adult now. I became an adult about a year ago. I'm not gonna give specifications, not where I am and where I became, like what age I can be considered an adult. I'm not gonna say. I mean, a lot of people you can probably just hear my voice and be like, he's American. He's probably 18. Could be 19 for all you know. I'm not saying I'm 18. I'm not saying I'm 19. Hell, I could be 15. But I'm not going to pose. I am above 18. I don't want anything to do with a lot of people. But anyway, back to my stupid lore session. I really think that this is going to be like a start of heading, a shift out, negative acknowledgement. This is something I feel like with more people who know more about the lore and the actual canon events that happened in the game, in the first game and the second game, I feel like this could be expanded upon 10 times more, if not way more than even that. But genuinely, I feel like this would be a good starting point for some form of lore for the Illuminate. I mean, each faction has some form of lore. You can tell. You can tell the devs are trying to put lore into the factions. Yes, they're trying to get money out of the game, of course. They're devs. They want to get money out of it because it's a game. It's something that they can earn money from, and they want to be able to. And there's so many people playing the game. It's like, okay, cool. But they also gave you the ability to earn your things as well. You don't have to buy in-game currency to buy a new war bond or anything. You can flat out grind that stuff and get it still. Like, I've got two of the premium war bonds already. I grinded those. I know. I'm not a big time player, I know. And I shouldn't be doing lore if I'm not a big time player, but I mean, it just makes sense to me. Anyway, I'm not cutting this, I'm not gonna edit this. You get to hear my full spiel on this. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's my take on the Illuminate lore in Helldivers. At least the small bit of lore I do have, or that I am thinking of. That's where I'm thinking. And to be honest, if that's a starting point for lore, the Illuminate coming back, I know the Illuminate came back quite a while ago, but if that was what was on that main mission message and no one could decode it until now, that'd be an awesome thing for me to decode. That's like genuinely awesome to me. But like if someone else decoded it, full things to that person. Kudos. Awesome, dude. I know I went through my own system to find this, and if you found it the same way, awesome. I'm just hoping that this at least reaches a few people and they think, let's get more into the lore of Helldivers. Let's get Helldivers, let's find more lore. I mean, I've got a lot more that I want to do for Helldivers, especially with the lore. I mean, you have a mutated egg and a mutated larva. I mean, think about this. We had the mutated egg and the mutated larva before we even saw the dragon roach and the hive lord. So, I mean, then again, you could also kind of look at like the little mutated larva and think it kind of looks like a bee larva in a way, which scares me because if the fact that that is something like a bee larva and we get a giant ass bumblebee or some type of giant bug like that, which now that I say it, we're probably going to get a new boss. And it's going to be a swarming boss instead of a pink boss. I have a feeling they're going to add way more bosses. I mean, think about it. The Illuminate, or we've already seen leaks that the Illuminate are going to have a swarming boss. The Terminate are going to have a very tanky boss. Look at the automatons. They already have like three. They have a fucking tank. They have Oh, I swore. Sorry. Um, they have a tank, they have a factory strider, and they have their new thing, which I don't even know the name of. I saw them today. Well, what time is it? Yesterday. Anyway, again, that's my thought. More if more people want to contribute, please do. Just put in the comments, do whatever. I'm not gonna make kind of like anything really big on this video. I don't expect this one to blow me up. I don't expect this one to do anything for me. I just hope it finds the right people and makes them smile, makes them curious, it makes them like want to see more and want to learn more and continue searching for lore. Because lore is always fun to find. Anyway, this is Necrotech, and I'm signing off, at least for now. Hopefully sometime tomorrow or this upcoming Friday, my time, so it's probably gonna be, yeah, about Friday, Saturday-ish. Maybe Thursday-ish, depending on where you are. On when I do a live stream. I want to do a live stream at some point. But anyway, I'm gonna stop now because this is already. I've been blabbing for over almost 27 minutes now about a whole bunch of different Helldiver stuff and a few different things. So I'm gonna stop now. Well, I don't get too ahead of myself. I'm going to continue lore searching because it's fun and continue playing Helldivers at least a little bit modded because it's fun. And to be honest, that's actually going to be one of my next videos that should be coming out. I was playing solo earlier today and I was recording. I have my editor doing some stuff with that. I sent that over to him not too long ago. So if you're wondering where that video is, that one was actually made before this. But this one's getting posted first because this is not getting edited. Now, if my editor wants to take this video and make shorts of it, then I'll let him. He's pretty cool. He has his own channel. Um, I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's Dudes with Controllers. I was actually on with them not like over a year or two ago. I hope to do more with them. But I mean, again, he's my editor. I'm giving him a call out. I mean, Dudes with Controllers, whatever, cool. And then basically my entire little bit of people. We've got my other friend group channel, YEMF, YEMF. I don't even know if we post on there anymore, but I know we used to. And we've got I I think it's like Mr. Yeeters or something. I'll have to go search it up on YouTube for you guys. But yeah, I'm giving them a small shout out because they're my buddies. They play games with me normally, and a lot of the time I like to record with them, and I hope to do more. Anyway, I need to stop blabbering. I need to turn off my recording, and I also need to go to bed. It is almost 1 in the morning for me. If that tells you how much I've been working on this. Anyway, um, have a wonderful evening or start of your day wherever you are, and sleep well or good morning, and enjoy yourself. And well, see you next time.